Hey, Bob Coppedge, CEO of Simplex-IT Crouch-Shield Geek, and this is the review for October 2025. But we're going to start with a heads up. Cider, fresh cider is available, which is something I always look forward to in the fall. This is from Beckwith Orchards over in Kent, and I will go through several gallons of this between now and the end of the year because I do love hot, fresh cider. Anyway, enough for that. What's going on here in October is, first of all, Simplex-IT, we finally have nailed down our process, including some new tools that we're adapting for network and overall IT assessment. And we just did it for one of our clients, and we're in line for being able to do this in more of a focused way moving forward. It's really a step up for what we've done in the past, and gives a lot more on the security side, on the cloud side, database, SQL specifically side, 365, all of that kind of fun stuff. If you are interested in discussing a kind of IT assessment process for your organization, let me know. Because A, I'd love to show you what we're doing and how we're doing it, and B, network assessments are cool. Anyway, so we've got that. Another thing we did was we had our quarterly all hands meeting because October is Q1 for or month one for Q4, and so we brought everybody here to our office for a half day. And just to go over, here's how we did for Q3 goals and objectives. We're EOS, so rocks. And here's what we've got set out as far as overall organization trends moving forward, our rocks and goals for all the teams. And just to give everybody an idea of where we're at, both from a business standpoint, financially, overall trajectory, and all that kind of good stuff. So that was cool. It's always good to see everybody in the office. For a while. I don't want to go crazy about it, but anyway, so that was nice. And then finally, I want to talk about, and this is actually November, but we've got our next on-premise meeting. We did the one in August or September on AI, which was great. This one, we're bringing back a tradition, and that is we're going to be doing IT trends for small, medium businesses for the upcoming year. So we're going to be talking about, essentially what things that we think small, medium businesses, whether you're management or your internal IT, what you should keep your eyes out for. And we're going to be breaking it down into information, AI, data, all that kind of fun stuff, technology, cloud, on-prem, infrastructure, tech debt, and security. And we're going to have friends from Sophos joining us for that one. So that is going to be free. Dinner and drinks are included, November 13th, 4:30 to 6:30. There may be a link down here, or go to simplex-it.com/events. We'd love to see you here. Again, no huge sales pitch from that standpoint. So what else happened? Well, we actually met with Team Neo. I attended the President's Forum, which is sponsored by the Entrepreneurship Institute. We actually had a booth down at the Ohio Municipal League Conference, and essentially weren't really there. We're there to make contacts and friends and all that kind of fun stuff, but also to test the waters and to basically talk to folks. Those of you who know me know I used to be IT director of Cleveland Heights, actually, way back when, and we also work with municipalities and the like. And I'd love to work with more municipalities because I think there's a lot of cool stuff that you guys do. So that was the reason for that. There was also the Private Directors Association had a happy hour down at the Union Club. That was cool. The big summit that was put on by Cleveland Association and Cozy. That was interesting, plus a great networking event afterward, or dinner afterwards. Bernstein organization had a great sales and marketing conversation that was led over at the Warrior Club, which it had looked like a speakeasy. And speaking of speakeasies, also met up with Eric Kalseth, who used to be with Sophos, now he's with Keeper. We're strong, great partners with Sophos, and we are also partners with Keeper. Not quite to the same depth because of the breadth of products or the like, but it was great to catch up with Eric and to have Eric catch up with a long-standing debt he had to pay and finally did. More news on that in the future. Also had several meetings with folks over at the Akron Chamber. Those of you who've been keeping track of stuff, you'll notice that I'm getting a lot more involved with some of the local stuff over in the Cleveland area, and especially some of the IT trends, the Tech Week, all of that kind of fun stuff. But I don't want to ignore Akron, and I mean that sincerely. So, because I think Akron in some ways is more open to sharing ideas and collaboration and all that kind of fun stuff. I don't want to say more open than Cleveland, but there are unique and different and equally exciting opportunities, however you want to say it. So I'm looking forward to doing more work with both Akron and Cleveland moving forward. And part of it was the Akron Cantons Advocacy Alliance had their policy conference at the Football Hall of Fame, which this is the first time I've ever been to the Football Hall of Fame. I don't know if I'll be invited back now. But that was cool as well. So bottom line is a fair amount of networking, all that kind of fun stuff, some additional tools, network assessments, that coming up as we finish up the Q4 and get ready for holidays, all of that sort of thing. Anyway, how are you doing? Let me know in the comments below.